It's a little piece of something on the racetrack right there. May have been a spring rubber, may have been something else, but we definitely saw a little bit of piece of something there. There comes David Starr. Yeah, new sponsor on board that truck. That's great to see.
I think
Zachary.
It's going to be on there the rest of the year, right?
Yeah, that's terrific news for that Red Horse Racing team. Good looking truck too.
Zachary is a company that focuses on planning, building, and renewing.
Here they come.
There
it is. There it is, right there.
Right there. The 09 of John West Townley gets turned around. He's sideways, but he still hasn't hit anything.
It all worked out for John West Townley. Todd Bodine got into the back of John West, and you talked about it, Phil. Inexperience and experience. Todd thought John West would get in there a little hotter. John slowed down because the truck in front of him slowed down, and Todd hit him from behind.
Adam Alexander.
Right side tires only for Todd Bodine. The same strategy that played out when they pitted under caution at lap 19. He pulls away. Rick Crawford on the pit lane as well in front of him. Ray.
It'll be a 4-tire stop for Eric Darnell. They believe if they get the tires on this time, he'll be good to go the rest of the race. And they see the 6 truck doing the same thing. They're putting on 4 tires. Todd Bodine will be out just a little bit ahead of the 99, but remember, he's got 4 tires and good to go. Krista?
The 88, Matt Craftsman, also planning to come in. The 88 said that his car is just a little bit, his truck just a little bit dicey. The 88 will come in for 4 tires.
A 59 in front of the pack, but remember, Joey Logano a couple laps down because of the window problem that they had, and then the B post that came apart on that truck. And you see the 88 now on pit road.
Okay, that 10 truck right there behind Joey Logano is Brendan Gaughan, and he has inherited the lead of this race. As you can see, the guys on the inside of the racetrack that have just left pit road.
And this still isn't over, Phil. There still has to be some precision driving going on to get this glob of trucks here to pit road without causing an accident. And Ron Hornaday, Johnny Benson, our point leaders are in this glob.
Johnny Benson, Ron Hornaday separated by just 8 points right now in the points chase.
And one of our veterans, Rick Crawford, made his way down pit road as we see more guys coming. Too fast exiting. The 14 truck will have to make a pass-through penalty.
Very good job by that group of, what, 8 or 10 trucks, all trying to get to that white line, going from running in excess of 190 miles an hour down to 55.
That's the amazing thing. They're hitting the brakes maybe for the first time here in this race when they have to come onto pit road after going 190 miles an hour, right?
2 tires and fuel for Johnny Benson. They believe they can get a little bit quicker time than some of these other trucks. The Roush trucks on pit road getting 4. They want to go with 2. Plenty of fuel getting pumped in. We also see the 5 of Mike Skinner on pit road. Those guys are going to go with right side tires. Johnny Benson needing lots of fuel, and guys, I'm not so sure they couldn't have got 4 tires.
Took a long time to fill that truck full of fuel. Brendan Gaughan came out just in front of the 23. We're seeing a few more trucks making their way onto pit road now, one of them being the 51. Looks like Kyle Busch has come in. Also Ron Hornaday in the 33 coming down pit road. Krista.
Kyle Busch talking on the radio, wondering who took 2, who took 4. A change from Matt Craftsman. The 88 took 2, but Kyle's plan, he and Richie Waters, to take 4 tires. That's the plan for the 51.
Camping World Chevrolet is in for Ron Hornaday, but he had to slow down a great deal in order not to hit Brian Silas as he was exiting the pits. They get the right side tires on for Hornaday, packing that thing full of fuel. Only 2 tires here, but again, you've got to wait, and they have a little bit of problem making sure that the fuel can connect it.
Now we're hearing the 60 and the 11. Both are going to have to do pass-through penalties too fast on pit road. And at what point in time do we see the freight train just drive by these teams that are coming off where they don't have drafting help?
Well, but I think it'll all come back together, don't you, Phil?
I do, absolutely.
I don't think it'll. I bet you in 10 laps from now it'll look like the same race we saw before they all came to pit road.
We just saw that train. They're passing the 33 of Hornaday, the 13 of Shelby Howard, the 51 of Kyle Busch. Kyle's already in that lead draft. He was past it. Looked like they were running 30 miles an hour faster than him, and he's already back in the draft.
This is a little, now that the pit stops are over and everybody got on and off pit road fairly safely, except for JWT, these guys now are getting a break. They're going to breathe a little bit and know they got a few laps before the storm all comes back together, but it will come back together.
And how about this? Moving to the outside, there's the 10 of Brendan Gaughan. Kicking out there, the 60 and 11, both going through their pass-through penalties right now. The 14 has already done his.
One nice thing about this racetrack, you see the yellow line obviously above that the racetrack, but that lane below that yellow line is banked fairly significantly. You can leave pit road once you get to the end speed line, hammer that thing and run wide open all the way till you get to the second corner where you can blend in with the field.
You know, we talked about these guys trying to get on the pit road and went fairly calm. But
almost uneventful.
We had a guy, John West Townley, 18 years old, trying to do this for probably the first time. Another guy, Todd Bodine's done it his whole life. And when they, I mean, he's been doing this forever. They couldn't work it out. Let's watch them when they come to pit road. Slowing down. John West gets on the brakes, but Todd didn't.
Yeah, really, John West, if he goes any farther forward, he runs into the 6th of Colin Brown, so he's pretty much innocent there. Todd didn't really anticipate the speed quite enough, and he actually ran in the back of John West.
So the kid did a good job, and the veteran ran him over.
How do you figure?
And in this situation, I mean, Todd Bodine, a veteran, probably wants to go to that yellow line as fast as he can.
Well, so does John West, but he's got trucks in front of him.
Yeah, but I mean, right there, Eric Darnell, he's able to pass him. He's trying to pass guys before he even gets to pit road.
Look how close John West is to the 6th of Colin Brown, and there he gets turned around. Yeah. Very fortunate he didn't get turned up into the racetrack.
Well, we've seen that before. My point is, Rick, you can always run into somebody. That's easy.
Right.
What you're supposed to do is get there as fast as you can without running somebody over, and Todd didn't pull that off.
Exactly. Todd was trying to turn left. He caught the bumper of John West Townley. It turned him around, but John West Townley didn't hit anything. We stayed green, so we have gone through a cycle of green flag pit stops, and after we have cycled through, Dennis Setzer has led, John Andretti has led, and now we see the 15 of John Andretti slowing and on to pit road.
We're getting a report that the 60 of Terry Cook that was doing his penalty pass through was too fast entering and exiting, so we have yet another penalty, Ray.
And also the 15 of John Andretti coming down pit road, he was out of fuel, so they pushed it 1 or 2 laps too many for him. And remember, whenever he came in last time was lap 20, so they may have pushed the envelope just a little bit on fuel.
Look at this guy. He's not going to get slowed down enough, is he?
No way.
Now he's in the grass. He has to be speeding coming in.
Now, why would Setzer do that? That looked unusual. He just dove in there and drove right past the speed line.
Chris DeVota.
Yeah, I saw it happen, Michael. He did not say anything on the radio. He went right through the infield grass. The plan was to take 4 tires. They changed it to left side only. He said his car, he did say right before he came in, his truck was snappy loose. That could have been the problem.
I thought maybe he had just noticed his fuel pressure had gone down. Maybe he was running out of gas and decided he had to get to pit road.
Exactly. Knew that he wouldn't be able to make it another lap. If that's the case, then that's a good move.
Right, but if it isn't, it was a little bit hard to figure out his thinking trying to get Woe down that fast.
Terry Cook coming off of pit road now, and that number 60.
With his second pass-through penalty since his pit stop.
And here comes the freight train. Take a look at this. Todd Bodine leading that group.
You know, if you're too fast entering and you come through for a pass-through and you get a pass-through for that pass-through, I don't know if there's enough Aaron's Lucky Dogs to bail you out of that situation. Do you, Rick?
You might as well speed. Like Dennis Setzer, we saw him, and sure enough, he was too fast entering the pits. Why not just blast your way out of there? It's only going to be 1 pass-through penalty.
Ooh, I like that, Phil.
You know, Aaron's is very generous. They do give away free passes a lot of the times, but
it's going to be a stretch for them to do anything for that 60 truck today. I mean, they're going to have to really work overtime to try to pull that off.
And we may not see any more caution flags either. Well, there's no guarantee of that.
I think we are going to see another caution flag. I'm not so sure that it won't be within the last 10 laps, however. And Aaron's doesn't give away Lucky Dogs when there's 10 or less to go. Watch Setzer here. What's this all about, Phil?
Like you said, if it wasn't a deal where he was running out of gas, then Houdini couldn't have got that truck rolled enough to get to pit road and be at the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit.
And it didn't appear he was out of gas. They put 4 tires on. He drove off. There wasn't a delay, so must have not had the type of braking package on him that he thought he had.
The green flag pit stops have given us 8 lead changes that have taken place. 6 different drivers have been out in front for at least a lap, but the one who's led the most, the 99, has led 48 laps, and he runs second.